We're going to do another walk and talk today, a little walkabout here in Kansas City. I'm actually going to take us down Art Alley. It's down around the 18th and Grandish area, or 18th and Cherry. Anyway, hi, Timmy Gibson, former fundamental evangelical tongue-talking Holy Ghost rolling pastor, did that for 30 years. Spent 48 years as a Christian. What I want to talk about in today's video is hypocrisy. What is hypocrisy? It's pretending to believe something or pretending to be a certain way when you're not. Okay. There's nothing that's cast onto Christians more than hypocrisy. I mean, this is something that just runs absolute rampant. I remember when I was a Christian, just how often I would hear from people and they would talk about, yeah, I just can't do it, man. That's just, Christians are so hypocritical. They're so hypocritical. And what that means is, I mean, I can just give you, case in point, right? It's, Ted Haggard, former pastor, preaching against homosexuality, which there's nothing wrong with homosexuality, but he was preaching that it was a sin, it was an abomination. And yet, secretly on the side, he's homosexual. You've got, there's some drama now with the Girls Gone Bible people. Those girls that, they're saying one thing, preaching against sexual immorality, yet they have skeletons in their closet, not just skeletons in their closet. Because here's the thing, as an atheist, I'm not throwing shade on someone's behavior if they ain't lying about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if someone says they drink, fine. There's nothing wrong with drinking. The problem is when you say, I don't drink, and yet you do drink secretly on the side, right? Like, that's what hypocrisy is. Hypocrisy is acting like someone that you're not, saying you believe something that you don't, saying that you don't do certain things that you do, and saying you don't do things that you do, and doing things you said you don't do all the time. It's like, it's the hypocrisy of it all. And now, granted, that doesn't mean there is no God. I'm not trying to make an argument for that. That's why I don't believe in God. I think it's clear that there is no God. Just look around. So for me, the argument for there is no God is just there is no evidence for God, so I choose not to believe in God. People say, you're against God. How can you be against something? How can I be against something I don't believe in? Number one, how could I be against something that's not even real? It's like, yeah, are you against Harry Potter? Well, I mean, I guess when I was a Christian, I was against Harry Potter because Harry Potter was the devil. Yeah, I'm not distracted, but I want you to see some of the things that I'm seeing. So this is known as the Art Alley, but it's also curiousness. Like, it almost could be called the homeless, drug addicted alley as well. I mean, there is just needles and bottles of liquor and everything all around on the ground here. I'm just going to give you a little bit of a roundabout. Anyway, hopefully I'll be done with my talk by the time I get to the end of the alley here. And it gets even better when we get to the end. Anyway, so hypocrisy, man. If you're a Christian, let me just tell you something. Here, let me just give you some advice, okay, that you should definitely heed to. Don't be saying shit that you don't actually believe. Don't be saying you don't do stuff that you actually do. Like, come on, that's dishonest. That's lying. I mean, according to your beliefs, that's a sin. Like, so get your shit together. Come on. And I would say this, Just stop preaching or saying it's wrong to masturbate, and yet you're masturbating. It's wrong to have premarital intimacy, and yet you're having premarital intimacy. And listen, I've been in this world. I'm going to be 56 here in just a couple of weeks, but I was in the Christian world for 48 years. Man, I can confirm to you, like I can confirm it with you. Every Christian is hypocritical. Every one of them. Now, I would say this, it's not that they're hypocritical because what they're doing is necessarily bad, right? But again, telling people that it's a sin to drink and then you go on vacation and drink, that's hypocritical. And that's what's getting all these preachers and all these TV people, and all these Christian influencers, which I didn't realize that was a job title. People using Christianity as a profession when they're not even really Christian, but they're using it to acquire wealth or influence. I mean, goodness gracious. Like, come on. I mean, there's so many of those that are just going around. It's like a good business decision. I'm gonna start a Christian ministry. That's what you're doing, a Christian ministry, so you can make some money for Jesus. All right, here's some more pictures, some more art. This is just this long, as you can tell, this long alley of just unbelievable, really cool artwork. And I'll do a full circle on this one because there's just so many neat things. And then over here, it's just so cool. Trying to add a little fun to my walkabouts. So anyway, bottom line is, hypocrisy just runs rampant. And again, for those of you that are Christian, my advice to you is just stop lying. Stop saying things that aren't your reality. It's not, you know what I mean? Like, stop saying things are sinful and yet you're doing those things. Like, listen, the truth always comes out. You got to stop that crap. And of course, what I would really say is you need to dig a little deeper in your little religious belief system and try to look for some evidence, because there ain't none. There ain't none evidence in there that it's all true, right? Because it ain't true. Again, hypocrisy doesn't mean there is no God. I don't believe in God. I'm atheist, but it doesn't look good for the Christian faith, or any religious faith for that matter. But it seems like evangelical Christianity, they're the worst, just because they have all these ridiculous, stupid rules, things they call sin that aren't sin. Like, I don't think that it's wrong to, touch yourself, right? I don't think it's wrong to drink. I don't think it's wrong to have the devil's lettuce. I don't think it's wrong, as long as it's in a legal state. Nothing wrong with it. But what gets the Christians just making them look, I shouldn't be helping y'all. Maybe I shouldn't be making this video. I shouldn't be helping you. But that's just what hypocrisy is. And custom discuss below, share, like, do all the stuff. There are those of you that are like me, who have deconstructed from your faith. You're no longer religious. You're no longer a Christian. You're atheist or agnostic, or at least you're like, hey, I'm spiritual, not religious. Whatever you are, one of the things that led you away from religion and this Christianity, what is this? It's the hypocrisy. It's just, yeah, it's saying you believe one thing, but you're acting completely opposite, saying that this is wrong, this is sinful behavior, yet you're doing it. I think, listen, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody, no one's perfect. So I can understand someone that's, trying to live the Christian life, and they're struggling, which I get. It was always a struggle for me. But then there's some Christians, I view them as just 100% scam artists. They're just scamming. They're just con artists. They knowingly are playing the game, trying to act like they're Christian for influence or for whatever. And yet it's not anything real or genuine at all with them. What's been your experience? Cuss and discuss below. Share, like, let me know. And again, hey, listen, I'm so excited we hit 10,000 subscribers. It's so dope, dude. I'm just so excited about that. Yeah, I couldn't be more thrilled about it. I'm just so excited. And thank you so much for, coming along and enjoying the journey with me. And don't forget, I have a Facebook group that you probably want to jump onto. It's called Timmy's Deconstruction Community. Make sure to jump on there. It's a great community of like-minded atheists, agnostics, those going through the deconstruction process, as well as those who, if you say, hey, I'm religious, or I'm not religious, but I'm spiritual, you're not a fundamental Christian, you're not going to be in there trying to get us saved. You're welcome in there too. We're all on a journey. I wasn't always where I'm at today. It took me a while to get where I'm at today. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the little walk talk through the art alley here in Kansas City, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace, everybody.